Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now October 19th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, you name it, and exactly what the future holds for the Star Wars universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they are indeed heading in a more positive direction for the franchise. Essentially, what they are doing is that they are crafting this new universe to really combat against what Kathleen Kennedy had messed up with the sequel trilogy and with what she initially had planned. That really wasted a lot of time and really divided the fan base, right? So now we're in a scenario where we have George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni all coming together as a team to really deliver as much authentic Star Wars material as possible in order to really give fans something true to look forward to when it comes to the overall new Star Wars universe. Now, with that being said, of course, they already have over 10 years worth of Star Wars material in the works on Disney Plus alone. Let that sink in for a second there, right? When you think about it like that, that just goes to show you exactly how ambitious Disney really is and how on track they really are to really making Star Wars just as big as Marvel. Of course, it's going to take a couple of years to get to that level, but it's also going to take a high success rate if they want it to continue like that, right? You can't have a failure after the other, you have to have a success after the other to really get Star Wars to such a level. Now, what's really exciting all has to do with one of the current Star Wars projects that are in the early development phase that they are aiming to drop on Disney Plus in the next couple of years that's going to continue the Skywalker saga in a very unique way. So now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are now moving on to their new Star Wars universe in order to deliver a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans around the world. It's explained that both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are currently developing over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects for Disney Plus alone. It's explained that one of the major projects that are currently in development is the Rise of Skywalker sequel that will expand on the characters of Rey, Ben Solo, Palpatine, and more in the new Star Wars series for Disney Plus that will expand the Skywalker saga in a unique way for fans. Now, additionally, it's described that actor Matt Smith is set to become a part of the project to portray the Dark Acolyte that will be controlled by Palpatine's spirit in the new series for Disney Plus. Now, in case you guys did not know, Matt Smith initially was going to be a major character or a major actor that would portray a character in the original version of Episode 9 before Kathleen Kennedy stepped in and deleted so many scenes on and off and took him out of the movie. Now, essentially what George, John, and Dave are doing is that they're salvaging what was left from the overall concepts that were not used for Episode 9 and throwing it into the Rise of Skywalker sequel series. So, about the sequel series, in case you guys have been out of the loop, is that it really is going to be a lifelike animated TV show for Disney Plus. Almost think like how video game cutscenes are animated. That's exactly what they are aiming for. So, beyond this, alright, this is actually said to be controlled by Palpatine's spirit, the Matt Smith character, in the new series for Disney Plus. Now, additionally, this is said to be an original idea taken directly from J.J. Abrams' original version of Episode 9, where not just that, but also it's said that the series will also involve a brand new foe from a new galaxy that will take place throughout the years in this new show. Now, in case you guys did not know, they are going to actually insert a lot of Star Wars legends into the mix in the Disney Plus TV shows, right? This, of course, being just one of them. They already have over a dozen TV shows in the works, either in early development, in production, or in pre-production, whatever it may be. There's a lot going on over at Lucasfilm to really bring Star Wars in the right direction. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to impress the fans. They really want to bring back the fans that were lost and that walked away from the very end of Episode 9. There's no doubt about it that a lot of fans had issues with the very ending of The Rise of Skywalker and how the overall sequel trilogy formed. So, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting beyond this point as well has all to do with actor Hayden Christensen. Now, actor Hayden Christensen surprisingly is said to return as Anakin Skywalker in both the form of a Force ghost and a resurrected Jedi, temporarily speaking, to come back to life to face Palpatine in the new show that will be in animated form. Now, it's described that also Liam Neeson is involved with the project and will be providing the voice-over work of Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon is said to have scenes with Reys Skywalker in the new series for Disney+, where not just that, but also the new show is set to use unused themes by John Williams from The Rise of Skywalker that will be used in the new TV show for Disney+, to keep the Star Wars feel in the series. Now let's stop right here for a second. Number one, Liam Neeson. I think it's a great move that he's coming back into the Star Wars universe. Now, he's also been in the talks to reprise the role as Qui-Gon Jinn for the Kenobi TV show, which, by the way, is only going to be one season so far, so they really have to have each and every episode to be a big hit. They're going to begin filming the Kenobi TV series this March, alright? This upcoming March, next year, is going to be a very big deal because, well, that's going to be the very beginning of when the new universe is really going to set in. It really all starts with the Kenobi TV series setting things up and how everything is really going to interconnect with each other. So, past that, alright, Reys Children in the show are actually dubbed as Kira and Cade Skywalker, and how they will also play a significant role in the series that will also feature an older Rey. So keep in mind that this show, this new series, is actually going to go throughout the ages. It's going to be basically a show that has a Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 format, where it's going to go throughout a number of years. Now, however, Daisy Ridley, and this is surprising, however, to me not surprising actually, is actually said to have refused to become a part of the project and does not want to return to voice Rey in the new series, and that Lucasfilm is on the hunt for someone that sounds similar to Daisy Ridley to portray the animated version of Rey in this new show for Disney+. The series is set to involve 3 main stories that go throughout the years, leading to Reys Children becoming adults that will be loosely based off of the Star Wars Legacy comics at one point in time. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are described to be in charge of this major project that will in fact deliver a brand new experience to Star Wars fans around the world. Now, I want to pause right here for a second because the thing about Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni is that these two really are pioneers. Let's not forget about it within the Star Wars franchise. They are pioneers. Dave Filoni, you look at him, he's the first person that did animated material of Star Wars. The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, right? Big success. Big success points right there. He's a true protege of George Lucas. Then you got Jon Favreau. Alright, he is the very first person to initiate and establish a live-action Star Wars TV series on Disney Plus and on the very first streaming service. So here you have it. You got these two pioneers within Star Wars becoming a part of this new animated show that's actually said to be a bridge between live-action and animated material. So it's going to be animated, but it's going to look lifelike, and the best way to describe it as, like I said before, is like a video game cutscene. Something like the next-gen titles and how they're going to look like, right? So, the new series will also explore the netherworld of the Force as well as the worlds between worlds to explore new realms in the franchise. Obviously, this is rooted by Dave Filoni. Actor Adam Driver is set to do the voiceover work as Ben Solo in the new show that will also bring Ben Solo back to life, temporarily speaking, as well as Luke. Though Mark Hamill has had little to no interest in returning to Star Wars, he is said to be in the talks to reprise his role as Luke Skywalker by providing voiceover work, as well, since it's what he loves to do and has the most experience in that field of work. The new series is set to make its way onto Disney Plus sometime in 2024. However, Disney is trying to rush it to 23 if they can. Now, due to the global crisis, this global pandemic, a lot of things got shifted, ahead within the Star Wars franchise. Thankfully, Kenobi was left untouched. That is still set for 2022. So, crossing fingers that nothing happens with that release. But Kenobi is still slated for 22. They're going to begin filming in March. And not just that, we got The Mandalorian Season 3 already in the works. It just goes to show you how ambitious Disney really is and how really goal-minded they really are right now. That's exactly the best way to describe Disney right now, is that they're very goal-minded. They want to actually accomplish things for the very first time, in my opinion, at least with Star Wars. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.